Welcome to the Stretch to Go podcast. My name is Ian Ray, your host, and I have Thierry Kapp from Lausanne, Switzerland. He's a fascia stretch FST level 2, personal trainer, performance specialist, massage therapist, FST practitioner, and the owner. Are you the owner of Training Academy, Lausanne?
Yes, that's my gym.
Perfect. Welcome. That is your gym. Okay. Welcome, Thierry, to the Stretch to Go podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for the invite.
Yes. So I know we're kind of talking a little bit more about how, I got started with my background. But first, this is all about you. I will share a little bit more of like why I went to Canada, but I would love the audience to learn more about you. This is my first podcast from someone from Switzerland. So I'm sure, your audience and your followers would love to learn why FST for you and, how you came about to finding Stretch to Win. So if you don't mind, please share us the story of how you found Stretch to Win and why you got involved with FST.
It's a long story, in fact. I discovered FST a long time ago. It's something like 2015 during a fascia summit in Munich, where I had the chance to meet Tom Mayers, Robert Schleip, all the big guys, Dr. Stuart McGill, all these guys. Everybody is saying, "Oh, these are amazing guys." And we were talking, and there was a book around, and it was written on Stretch to Win. And I was looking at it, and then we're deep diving into it, and I found out that there's something that is called FST. So I was looking around, saw that there were the Olympics, that it's something interesting. I said, I have to learn this. But where can I learn this? And finally, I saw it's only in Phoenix. At that time, it was Phoenix, Arizona. I love Phoenix, but it's quite a way to go there. So it's a long time, and it always stayed in my head, I have to learn this, but I want to try it out before. I had the chance in 2023 to meet a lady. She's an American lady. She moved to Switzerland, surprisingly, and she did FST. So I went to see her. I did my session, learned FST, and 1 week later, I registered for my first course. That's it.
Wow, that's a journey. 10 years ago, you heard about Stretch to Win, and then of course, and then of course this lady happened to be there, so that's interesting. Does she still do FST there in Lausanne?
So she's mainly working in a hotel for yoga and Pilates, but she does it on the side, FST, and she still does it. It's Lauren Battaglia, and I'm still thankful to her that she introduced me to FST, and we're still in contact. I had just one session since then with her, but she's still here around. And I'm happy that she came to Switzerland. That's a good
awesome
thing. And I'm happy that I learned it. So it's amazing.
Did you have any, obviously, coming from Switzerland, going all the way to US, it's, not the cheapest thing to do and, having to take off work. But did you have any hesitancy when you were enrolled in this course, the FST course?
Yes, it's not the cheapest thing, but it's not in fact the travel. At the end, you say, I have to travel, you travel. For an American, the difference, just the flight is a little bit more expensive, but that's it. The rest, everything is the same. But really, no, not at all. When I tested it out, and I said, that's the thing, I have to learn it. It's just mind-blowing, and I had to do it. There was never a question that I don't do it. I have to do it. And we didn't discuss about this before. You did it in Canada. I always say, when I do FST, I go to the Mecca, I go to the founders, I go to see Anne and Chris. And so Phoenix, no way, I go there. It's perfect.
Yeah.
But it's not easy to connect them.
I know.
It's a long trip.
Yeah. And I'm sure you learning from the founders, it's a much different experience. I was informed by many of my guests. The reason why I went to Canada, level 1, when I heard about FST and Stretch to Win, it took me a while actually to put myself out there and take the course, because I was researching different ways to do stretch therapy, and eventually I came across FST through the Stretch to Win Institute. So, right then and there, enrolled, and I found that there's a Canada one right up the road. So I'm in here in Maryland, so it's about an 8-hour drive. And at that time, I mean, it's much more affordable and time wise for me, because the U.S. to Canada conversion is pretty good for right now. So, but yes, that's just
Same
one of
for us.
the small reasons why.
So for me, it's just a 16-hour flight.
Yes. So quickly, I want to get into the podcast, and I'd love to know. So you got into FST. How are you using fascia stretch therapy at your location right now at Training Academy?
So my main business is personal training, semi-private training with my clients. But a lot of them come in and say, I feel this, I have a pain here, I have a problem there, and stuff like this. And I always try to find a way to help them. And with training by itself, it's not enough. The chance I have big space. I have a room dedicated to FST. So I just make an appointment with them. And then when I have the appointment, they come in one-on-one sessions and do my FST with them. So I have the huge chance that I have the place, that I have clients already from the beginning that want to come in.
Okay. Do you have to explain to your athletes, those who are coming for training, what fascia is? Do you have to explain it so that they can understand what you're doing?
Yeah, almost nobody at the beginning knows what is fascia. So the only thing that they know is that when we start a training session, I always started with a foam rolling, so they have a little bit of sense about what we use and what we do. But then really what it is, I take the analogy from a wetsuit for divers. It's just a continuous combination you have on you, and if you move it, you move your arm, everything is moving on your body. And I try to explain this, and that's the way they understand it. And then most of them are already my clients, so they trust me, and then they try to come in and try it out. And that's the best way to make them feel what it does. I have quite a good success with this, so I'm happy to do it with my clients. And they repeat coming in, so I think
that's awesome.
They also see the benefits.
So I guess for you, as far as you offering FST there, I know you're a massage therapist, but how do you see fascia stretch therapy evolving in the future? I mean, you're probably one of only a few FST practitioners there, but as far as worldwide and the use of FST, how do you see it evolving?
As you said, in Europe, and especially in Switzerland, there are not so many FST practitioners. And Frederick told me that I'm the first Swiss that took the course. I don't know if it's correct or not, but I don't hear about anybody here around that does FST. So it's something I have to explain it to everybody. I think from my point of view as a massage therapist, the benefits are long lasting. So a massage, next day you want again a massage, it's nice, I love it. But FST, it's really something you feel it 1 week later, you still feel it. And my clients tell it to me, the results last. And that's something that makes the difference. And I think if more people dive into this, it will become really something huge also here in Europe. But actually, it's sad, but there are not a lot of people doing this, sadly.
Yeah. And I think that's a big market, for you and the rest of the European community there is just kind of getting more awareness for people of what FST is. So definitely, I think it'll be a huge win once more people are able to get on the table and feel that, freedom and better mobility in their bodies. I guess for you, do you have some success stories being a level 2 FSC? Success stories as far as like how you've helped clients to, get them out of pain or even move better?
So to be honest, my level 2, it's just 2 weeks ago. I passed my level 2. I was in Phoenix. So I have success stories, but already with what I learned in level 1. Already level 1 is bringing you tools that helps people. And I have 2 amazing stories. One is a guy, he's just over 60. He's a former semi-pro basketball player here in Switzerland, and now he plays the the Masters World Championships in basketball. He never took care of his body, and he has pains, has problems and stuff like this. And regularly he says, I have to stop, I have to do something else because it's not working. And I say, come on my tail, we do it. And it helps him a lot. So last year he played already one big tournament, and now he's preparing for this summer in June. We have the FIMBA Masters World Championship, and he's looking forward to play it. And this is due to FST. And another one was a banker. Switzerland is known for banks, so we have a lot of bankers here around. And the banker is a runner, and we did an FST session. He had pain in his groin, and after the session the next day he already felt no pain anymore, and just comes back because he feels good doing the FST, and it helps him running around. So it's not related to the business, but it's really something. It helps people, and they feel better, and they come on, and that's something just amazing. And you don't even, as I said, I did level 2 weeks ago, and it's just to get more, because FST level 1 is so amazing and you want to give more to the people. So level 2 and hopefully soon level 3.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I'm planning for it.
I know there's a lot of things as far as level 3, more intricacy of the body, especially to get into the foot, and that's, to me, I'm a huge proponent of recovery, especially the foot, because that's where I find, and you could probably attest, having your training facilities, we are in these age where a lot of ankle strains, sprains, Achilles injury. I mean, a lot of things down there below the foot that could be avoided if we were to work on our foot strength. And so, that's something I'm looking forward to in level 3. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me how did you get into the training academy? I know it's several locations, correct? Are there several locations of this training academy?
I built it up with my wife. My gym is just the dream I had with my wife. And all the reason why I'm in sports, why I'm into FST, why I'm in all this is my wife. So she's a little bit older than me. She had, when she was quite young, with 40 years, she was diagnosed with hip arthrosis. So she had to have 2 hip replacements. And what do you do when you have a hip replacement? You train to come back. So that's when we started to go into the training. We did spinning, we did strength training, and we worked with a personal trainer. And so, what he does is interesting, but I want to do it too. So I learned everything about training, and the more and more. And finally, I said, but there must be more. So I connected with the US. I went to already Phoenix to see Mark Verstegen, for the guys in strength and conditioning. Maybe they know Mark Verstegen, and the Exos team. And I did all the mentorships there. Then I went to see in Boston Mike Boyle. So I'm a huge functional training guy. And these guys also helped me to discover more fascia and dive into this. So the result of all this is the training academy, gym I run with my wife today. I do the training, rehab stuff. She's nutritionist, and we do FST, nutrition, and strength training, and it works.
Yeah. So it's a very unique clinic, very unique place where it's all in one, where athletes can come in, get their recovery training and so forth, right?
Exactly.
Did you? How many years have you been being a personal trainer?
I'm a personal trainer since 15 years, and I opened my facility 8 years ago. So I do it since a quite long time, even if I'm older. Mm-hmm. It was a complete career switch.
And then, how did you grow your business from the time you started in 2017 till now? Like, what has been successful in growing your business?
For me, honestly, it's I'm a member of a business network here in the area, where I have meetings with businessmen every week, entrepreneurs, and it's mouth-to-mouth publicity. So they come in, they speak about me. They get to know me, they present me to other people, and it's really this one-to-one, mouth-to-mouth publicity that works the best. That's how we manage it, and how I do it. And it's just building confidence time over time. It's not easy, but it takes time, but it works, and it's trust, building trust with the customers.
And then what are some of your long-term goals for your business? Like, what do you hope to do in the long run? Open a new clinic?
Not open a new clinic. I think it's very based on my wife and me, so our gym. So we try to expand it inside, which means that we want to help more people, help also future trainers come in so that we try to train them and help them have a successful business in our facility. So try to help people to learn more. And I think that's the best, to give a legacy to someone else, to help them that they can also train, work, and be happy in this amazing job. It's just something amazing, helping people, making people feel good and be happy.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then my last question is, like, if people were to learn more about what you're doing and to get in contact with you, what are some ways that they can, reach out to you? Do you have an email, a website, a location? Obviously, I would love to help you, promote your company or your business, because I think most people in Switzerland would love to learn more and maybe get a session, FST session, or personal training, whatever it is. So feel free to share with the audience how they can contact you and book a session.
So in fact, we have a website like almost everybody today. It's Training Academy, training-academy. I have an Instagram where you can find me, Thierry Kapp. And also I'm quite active on LinkedIn, surprisingly, because we work with a lot of businessmen and businessmen are on LinkedIn. So that's the 3 main ways to get in contact with me. Or at the end, just drop me an email. It's very easy. Just be open, contact me, email, Instagram, LinkedIn. I'm available and happy to make some people know this place and make them discover FST, especially here in Europe. It's something new. So come in.
Yeah, I know. And I think it's important, the more that you're showcasing your service, especially FST, the more hopefully people will be able to, like I said, spread the word, and of course, give recommendations, referrals to you, because that's the only way that we can help grow this, is getting people on the table, helping them have great results and the feeling of relief from their pain. Yeah, I hope that you continue to grow and your business will thrive. So yeah, man, appreciate you hopping on my podcast.
Thank you, Jan.
For those of you who are listening, the Stretch to Go podcast, we always release new episodes every Friday. And if you want to become a practitioner like Thierry and myself, you can go to stretchtowin.com and enroll there. There's a link where you can actually save $200 off your level 1 FST course, either Canada or FI. But Stretch to Win has hands down been helpful for so many people. We have 8,000 practitioners all over the world, like Thierry and I. And there's, FST level 4, which it's just starting. There's so much growth. And like I said, I think we need more practitioners. And if you happen to know or happen to want to get a session in, you can also find a practitioner near you too. So feel free to do that. Thierry, thank you so much hopping on. I appreciate you and your time and your wisdom. And like I said, it's great to know that you are there and continue to spread the word of FST. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Yes. Thank you. All right, everyone. We'll see you next time in the Stretch to Go podcast.